Monday morning, not quite 8 o'clock. I had a customer actually before Christmas had contacted me. They got my name off of Google reviews, or Google. Got a door, their front door's been leaking, and it's done got into the other side of the house. Had the sheetrock has been pulled away. They had, I think it was like a brother-in-law, something like that, come and worked on it, but wasn't able to get back over here to it, and they're wanting to get it done. You know, they're concerned with black mold and all that kind of stuff. And so anyway, I'm gonna go over here today, and the plan is to replace the front door. They want the front door replaced, and I'm gonna pull the vinyl siding off right around the front, and just find where the water's getting in at. I've got some flashing and some, you know, two different kinds of flashing, I guess, that rolled out flexible flashing, and then a piece of flashing to put over top of the door if it needs it. But anyway, I'm just going to see where the leak is and fix that problem. And on the other side of the wall, which is on the inside of the house, there is some sheetrock. I told them I would just take that. Somebody put some new sheetrock up, but it hadn't been finished. It's just screwed up. I'm going to take that back down and replace that, because we're assuming that since the leak never stopped, that the sheetrock and the insulation behind there is wet. So I'm going to pull that sheetrock down, take that insulation out. I've got some excuse me, mold and algae killer. I'm gonna spray that on the area just to kill anything in there that's might be growing. Put some dry new insulation back in. Put some brand new sheetrock back on the wall. There's a couple pieces of trim. Of course, the trim around the door. There's only one piece of trim now, where there, you know, normally three. I'm gonna replace that one piece and then get two new pieces up, which is good, because normally when I replace a door, you're trying to be careful not to tear that trim up so you can reuse it. Where on this one, it's already gone. I'm just gonna put it back up, put some new stuff back up. There's a couple other little pieces of trim that had some water damage. I'm gonna get that. So I'm hoping I can get this all done today, but if not, I've scheduled time tomorrow to come finish it up. And I've got my drywall man that's going to come tomorrow, or unless I can get him out there today, if I get it done in time to finish the drywall. I'm about gotten where I don't want to fool with drywall anymore. I can pay this guy $150, $200 to finish it, and he can, you know, where it would take me 2 or 3 trips at least to get it right, and then might not even be right. So anyway, that's today's plan. I'll keep up with it the best I can. This battery on this GoPro, I think it says 2 hours, but the other day it only lasted about an hour. So I'll kind of be in and out. But that's it. Check back in a second. Alright, so this is what I got. I've already taken the door out, and this little piece of side thing here, this little decorative piece that warms over here, and then this is just a particle board that was on the house. You can see how just sopping wet that is. Let's see if I can get it to see how much water's in that. It's like a sponge. But anyway, this board, this 2x4 king stud, I think maybe that's called, up under the header of the door, whichever. It obviously needs to be replaced. This one, I don't know, it ain't terrible, but I'm gonna replace it too. I mean, it's gonna be right there. Now behind here, this particle board only ran from here to here, so behind is just vinyl siding. It looks like, I think this is a piece of insulation board. It's hard to tell, but anyway, this side needs to come down and this stuff needs to come out. Somebody's been in here and torn that out. And then this board, it's just something for the siding to nail to. I mean, it ain't nothing. Anyway, I'm gonna take all this siding down and I'm gonna try to get, I'm gonna get that down. The good news is I can just use it for a measurement for the new stuff. I don't know if I'm aiming right, but anyway, and just get all over here. See, this is okay, but ain't a whole lot behind that siding. But anyway, this side looks okay. The leak apparently was in here somewhere. Gutters don't feel full. So that's all I'm doing. It's gonna be a little more in depth than I thought, but I already let the homeowner know that it's gonna be a little more than what we talked about. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, got more siding down. It just keeps getting worse and worse. That's the header over this door. I mean, it is just completely rotted out. Now that backboard, it might be okay, but I guess that's why you got to make sure you get your door sealed up when you put a new one in. But you can see this is just from, I mean, and this board ain't doing nothing anyway, but that's just like off of that insulation board that was on there. But this board is rotten. This board I'll replace, and then that header has got to be replaced. And there's a little thin piece of wood, like a 1x4, that was up underneath. But all that needs to be replaced. Let's see from the other side. You can't see because of the light from the outside, so, but it doesn't look too bad from in here. But it's got to be done. I'm just going to have to let this customer know that there's more to it than what we said. But I said I'm going to keep tearing stuff out. I'm going to get that header, this side of that header out, and maybe even the other side. If there's any doubt in my mind that it's not good, I'm pulling it out too. Got to be careful. I don't want the daggum house to fall in on me, but that's where I'm at. Alright, I ran to the hardware store. I'm fixing to pull all this out. I've taken my sawzall and cut the nails loose from there, cut them loose here. I went ahead and measured the board and just stuck this one in there temporarily. It'll just end up coming in, but I don't think anything's going to give out. But just in case, I got a stiffening in there. Now I don't know how much of a hard time it's going to give me around here, but it's going to have to come loose from there. I might ought to stick my sawzall in there actually and cut those. Let's just see what happens. Well, that came out a lot easier than I thought. Alright. So now I'll get those nails out of the way. I'll cut my new header, get this board up. That's something else. I marked where that board was. You can see that mark got rubbed away. I marked there. I marked down here on the bottom, but I also measured 14.5 inches from here to the inside of this board. So I'll put that back in. I think I'm done with the demo. Now it's just time to start putting things back together. But real quick, I'm not going to video this whole job. But see, now I've got this header. I can get my measurements off of that. I mean, I could get my measurements off of these boards too, but I really don't even have to get my measurements from here. Once I put my 2x4, I don't know if that's called a king stud or what, but anyway, once I put that stud back in, I'll know what I need. See, I got these pieces of vinyl siding sitting here. I'm hoping I can use them for a measurement too, because that's always awkward getting that just right. But I'm gonna keep moving. I'll check back in a second. Jeez. Man. That ain't going. Shucks. Nope. Darn it. Drop this sucker. That ain't going. All right, just checking in. I think I might have already shown this, but got the OSB up, ready to go. I'll step inside. I got the replaced the piece of insulation in there, and I sprayed some mold and algae killer. But I got the sheetrock on. My man will be here to finish that up for me. I was hoping today, but probably not. Gonna probably be tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. But anyway, now I'm gonna get started putting this vinyl siding on. I've got to run the siding up and then up here, and see the tricky thing is it's got to meet over there. So what I may end up doing, if my level probably ain't long enough, but I can still get it somehow. But I might just kind of, as I'm putting them in over here, kind of make sure I'm lining up on this edge, and that way when I come up, this piece will meet. I don't want to start here and come down. You got to work from the bottom and come up. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, I had a change of plans. I'm not going to put the siding up. I'm going to put the door in first, because this piece has to go on. If I put it on now, I won't know exactly where to put it because of the door. So what I'm going to do is put the door in, then put that piece, then put the J-channel, which I need to put J-channel before I put the siding in. Now put the siding up last. What I have done is I put this flashing all the way around. This, whatever this is, tight seal, window flashing. But I'm thinking that the problem is up here. Now I'm still gonna have J-channel coming across here, so that the water will go in the J-channel and, you know, in theory run down. But I just wanted to make sure I'm getting all this protected. And I'm gonna, and this piece I hadn't stuck yet, because when I put this on, I'm gonna roll it over the top of it, whatever this little decorative column is. But anyway, just wanted to point that out. I'm really focusing on keeping this thing waterproof. And I'll be honest with you, I ain't 100% sure I did this flashing the best way possible. I think I've got it right. I don't even know why it's necessary so much right here. When I put the door in, I'll caulk this, but this is like a second or third barrier or whatever. Just, you know, this house has already had some water damage, so it's susceptible to it, obviously. But I really think it's the top of these columns of water was just hitting and then running back in here and then going back and penetrating through that wall. This is going to add some protection because that old insulation board ain't nothing. You know, it ain't nothing but a sponge. But anyway, this is not a moisture barrier. This is, the J channel should help channel the water away and caulking. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this door in, and then I'll go ahead and start tying up all the loose ends. All right, I just finished getting the siding on. A little bit tough getting those pieces in, but not too bad. Now these top two pieces, I just recut from the pieces that were up there. If you remember, that was just caulk and goo all over this stuff. But everything's back in. You can see this flashing on here now. Let me get up on top. See, I'm thinking that water was getting here and running back up under that J channel, so I've got this flashing run all the way across here. So, you know, it goes up and in. So any water running down the house should go in that J channel and run back up in there. It's out a little bit. And I've got this cut where it'll overlap into the other piece of J channel and go down. And any rain that just lands right here will run down this flashing, hit and come over. Even if it were to back up, that flashing goes up a good little bit. And then got it on the other side too. So I've got to caulk everything up, put the doorknobs on. I got some trim to put in on the inside and I'll be done. Alright, the job is complete. I got to clean up, but I'm done. Doors in, sidings in, decorative trim pieces back in, doorknobs on, all caulked up. I got my light from my telephone because this done got a little bit dark outside. Let's see, it's 5:30. I got here at 8:30 this morning, so whatever that is that 9 to 5? It's 8 hours, so what, 9 hours? That's it. Need a little paint. Let's walk inside. Door closes good. So we got the trim all the way around. I replaced that piece of trim on the floor and this horizontal piece running on that next door right there. Sheetrock man will be here tomorrow morning, he said, and do his thing. I imagine it'll take him a couple times, and that's it. Be done. So that's it. I'm not going to get in the truck and talk about it like I normally do, because I think there's been plenty done. I've said enough. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs up. If you like these videos, subscribe to them. If you don't like them, subscribe to them. But anyway, I'd appreciate it. See you on the next video.